Hey, it's Scott McFarland in New York in the CBS Broadcast Center, which is home until and likely well after the midterm elections. We've seen so many campaign ads and heard a lot of people talking about the impact of election deniers and the future of democracy this campaign season. Perhaps nobody crystallized it, said it better than a federal judge did today. I can't imagine it was her intention to talk about politics, but Judge Colleen Kollar-Kelly, in one of the final January 6th sentencings before the midterm elections, emphasized the risk to the future of democracy as she sentenced Jesus Rivera of Florida, a former U.S. Marine who was convicted in a bench trial before the judge in June on 4 federal charges. He was accused of live streaming the riot and encouraging others on January 6th, and months later mocking the injured police officers by sharing this meme of the officers who were breaking down when describing the impact of the riot. She sentenced Jesus Rivera to 8 months in prison. Prosecutors recommended 9 months, basically giving the prosecutors what they sought. It's what she said during the sentencing that really landed, in particular 5 days before the election, saying there's a risk of the unbinding of American democracy, making comparisons between January 6, 2021 and the election of 1860, calling it bloody, and saying that there is a risk of lawlessness breeding lawlessness. And what happened that day was a damaging impact on our Constitution, but also saying that we shouldn't take democracy for granted, making references to Chavez's Venezuela, Pinochet's Chile, and saying that we can't just assume democracy will prevail. And she called January 6th an insurrection and pressed Rivera on whether he was truly showing remorse. Rivera, in asking for leniency, said if he had to do it all over again, he wouldn't have gone into the Capitol. But no references to the baseless election fraud claims, no references to Donald Trump. Jesus Rivera will serve 8 months in prison.